for joining us in Standing with Ukraine. Merci de nous joindre pour soutenir la souveraineté, la démocratie et la paix de l'Ukraine. Дякуємо вам за те, що ви приєдналися до нас для підтримки демократії в Україні. Сьогодні і завжди ми підтримуємо Україну. Now I saw a perfect post on Facebook that was like a love letter to Ukraine, and I'm going to read it and Carissa will translate. Ukraine is not Russia. Ukraine has its own history. Ukraine has its own culture. Ukraine has its own language, its own nation. Ukraine has its own territory. Ukraine is a sovereign country. Ukraine believes in democracy. Ukraine was never a part of Russia, and it never will be.
Україна – це не Росія. Україна має свою історію.
Hands off Ukraine!
Vladimir Putin!
Hands off Ukraine!
Vladimir Putin!
Hands off Ukraine!
And another one. We stand with Ukraine. We stand
With Ukraine!
We stand
With Ukraine!
We stand
With Ukraine!
We stand
With Ukraine!
Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce
The Parliament of Canada and my constituents. I condemn this unprovoked aggression, and I stand here to propose practical measures to fight back. One, Canada should provide lethal defensive weapons to the Ukraine to help it defend itself. Two, we should use all the measures under the Magnitsky Act to target powerful Russian officials close to the government and in the highest levels of business with crippling economic sanctions. Three, we should work to isolate Russia at every diplomatic fora around the world until it backs away from this aggression. Next, we also have to make Europe break its energy dependence on Russia. The reason why Europe has been so weak in responding to this aggression is because they have been too dependent for natural gas and other energy products on Russia. Here in Canada, we have the energy to liquefy natural gas, ship it across to Europe, and break the dependence of Europe from Russia so that the Europeans can be independent enough to support the Ukrainian people against this perpetual aggression by the Russian dictatorship. These are some practical steps that we must take to stand up for the liberty and democracy of the Ukrainian people. Know that Canadians stand in total solidarity with you, and we will be by your side throughout. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Polyev, for joining us and for your words.
І саме від українців, не лише в Україні, а по всьому світу. Зараз залежить майбутнє цього світу. І це не перебільшення. Свобода вибору або тиранія. Унікальна мова, культурне різноманіття та право на висловлення інакшої думки. Або сірий, бездушний бетон плацу, на якому всі ходять нога в ногу і співають лише військові переможні марші. Чи маємо ми страх від російської агресії? Чи мають українці? Чи бояться? Чи є цей страх в наших серцях?
Бо вже ти увійшла в мої мрії, а червону руку не шукай вечорами, ти у мене єдина тільки ти, бо твоя крова, твоя чистая вода, твоя быстрая вода в світі, твоя быстрая вода в світі.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a strong democratic movement even within Russia itself. It's also represented here in Canada, in Ottawa.